Hey guys, on today's episode of Poorman Outdoors, we're going to be talking about the break-in service we had done on our X4 850 at the dealership. We're also going to be talking about our first warranty repair we had done, and just show you how to check the oil and where to check the transmission. We have ridden this since then, so let's jump into it.
Go, 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 go.
All right, so just to show you guys how to check the oil on this, you do have to take the center cover off. There are 5 of the these like screw-in push pins, and then you'll pull this cover off in between the seats. This is a dry sump engine, so you're going to be checking the oil down here at the oil reservoir. The manual says to do this at operating temperature and then let the engine idle for a couple minutes, or it said you could let it idle for 10 minutes, but they wanted you to check the oil level at operating temperature. So that's how you get to the oil to check the level. All right, the other thing you're going to want to check is the transmission fluid before you go. If you reach in here in the passenger front seat, pull up firmly, the whole seat cushion comes out. And then you have this access cover in here. So you're going to flip that up. And there is a dipstick inside of there. So you pull that up, and that's your transmission fluid.
This is the maintenance chart out of the owner's manual. We will only be paying attention to the first column for now. It basically shows that you should do your break-in service at 15 hours and 150 miles. On this section of the chart is changing the engine oil and filter. This should be done at the 15-hour mark, as the hours are needed to break in the engine and get the tolerances where they should be, and then get that excess material out of the break-in oil. Transmission and final gear oil should be changed at this time, but the miles matter more than the hours, since the unit has to actually be being used and rolled to break in those parts. On this section of the chart is the differential gear oils. This should also really be done at the 150 mile mark for the same reasons that it needs that time actually being used to wear in the gears, and then you want to get that out. You can have 15 hours of idle time on the motor at 0 miles on the differentials. That really doesn't break them in. So you really want to get the gear tolerances from the wear, actually using it, and get that out. Everything else on here is really just check the operation of these things and make adjustments as needed. The same for these other 2 sections that you can see here on the screen. This is my receipt from the break-in service at the dealer. You can see that at the top. You can see that they use 4 quarts of 10W40 engine oil, 1 engine oil filter, and 2 quarts of the friction modified gear oil in the differentials. This break-in service was shown at 2.5 hours of labor with a total cost of $310 from my local dealer. I mainly went with the dealer doing the break-in service since I have the Yes warranty through Yamaha. We also had a trip coming up, and I really didn't have the time to knock it out on my own.
All right, the other thing I talked about, we did have our first warranty repair on here. So they replaced this. This is the passenger side inner CV boot on the rear. So we were riding this at a friend's farm. We noticed a bunch of grease slinging out of here. The frame was covered in it. You can see it's been cleaned up now. We didn't have any tears or anything in the boot that were visible. We mentioned it to the dealer when it was in for the warranty work, or when it was in for the break-in service. They ordered the boot set. When they took it off, they didn't find any boot damage. It almost looked like there was a pinhole right where the clamp was, like maybe it got pinched or something. I don't know if you guys can really get in there. But they didn't end up replacing this under warranty since they didn't find any damage. Normally, I would not expect a CV boot to get replaced under warranty. Just simply, that's one of those things, if you damage it with a stick or ram something into it or tear it, that's generally on you to fix. That's something, you know, damage you caused basically. So I would not expect that normally to be covered under the warranty, but since this one had no visible damage and at the time only had about 140 something miles on it, the dealer went ahead and replaced it under warranty.
At the bottom portion of this service receipt, you can see the CV boot job listed on here as getting fixed under warranty. You can also see the part numbers charged to the job. The boot kit they originally purchased for this was the wrong boot kit that the dealer ordered in. So the unit did have to stay there another week as they ordered the right boot kit in, and then we were able to pick it up after that.
Overall, so far, we are still really happy with the unit. We haven't done any mods or anything else since then. We have ridden it in the snow once. It's been in a little bit of mud. It's been to St. Joe State Park in Missouri twice, and it's been to a private farm another time. So let's see, it's booting up. There's 201 miles on it and 19.8 hours so far. So again, we've been loving it. We have the ducks net on the sides and the back. Those really cut down on the dust at St. Joe State Park. We do have the car seat in there. And then we have the two pack outs. I did do this little custom mount for my slow moving vehicle sign. Again, we can ride these in the neighborhood we're in. So that's it for an update on the Wolverine. Hope to start getting more videos out for you. We did get a new laptop, so it's much easier to do the video editing. You can see this thing's a little dirty. But that's it for this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you guys would like to see the side-by-side content more, give me a comment. If you'd like to see some Jeep content, this thing's a little buried right now. Was working on putting a relay kit for the headlights in it, so that's not quite done yet. Also over here was working on assembling a Paragon truck bed cover. This is to go on my dad's dually. So if you guys are interested in seeing more on this truck bed cover once we get it all installed, let me know that in the comments too. Can do something on that. Anyway, see you guys next time.